Okay, if we look at this section of Lesson 3, it says we can use a variable to write a pattern rule. So look at this pattern. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Each term is one more than the preceding term. Preceding means the term before. So each term is one more than the term before it. Look for a way to relate the value of a term to its position in the pattern. Alright, well, we're just going to look at this pattern. We're going to try and see if we can come up with some kind of an expression. And it seems like they've written it for us right here. And from the expression, we're going to create a pattern rule. Alright, that's what I usually do. I look for the expression first, and then I try and come up with a pattern rule to explain it. So, if you take a look, they've used n to represent any of the term positions. Okay, so that's right here. This part of the chart is the chart with the term positions, and they go from 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So they're going to use n to represent that, and then we look at the term value over here. The term value, we see the numbers 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Alright, and then beside each of those term values, they've written kind of what numbers they added together to get the term value. So to get the term value of 7, they took the term position number, 1 in this case, because it's in term position 1, and they added 6. In the second term position, the term value is 8. So how did they get that 8? They took the term position number in red, and they added 6 again. And they continued to do that. Alright, so you can see that basically they're taking the term position number, in this case number 1, and then they added 6. So what they've said over here on the right hand side of the page, they're telling you then the term value is n plus 6. Alright? That n represents the term positions. Alright, so I can plug in any of those numbers of term position and then add 6, and I'm going to get the, the corresponding term value. Alright, so if I did n plus 6, and then I said to myself, well, how about if I looked at the term position of number 7? What if I put a 7 in there? Instead of n, I put 7. So the term position is equal to 7 in this case. And then I add 6. What is 7 plus 6? It's 13. So the term value would be 13 if the term position is 7. And I could do that, continue to do that. I can choose at random any term position number I want. Let's take 20. Let's say my term position is 20. If the term position equals 20, then I go to my expression n plus 6, and instead of an n, I put in a 20, and then I add them together. So the term value would be 26. Alright, so there's a relationship between these two numbers. And that relationship is shown with this expression. n plus 6 is the expression for the pattern rule. Okay? Now, I think I've explained it fairly well. I hope I've given you some examples. So don't get too confused when you see expressions, and don't get afraid when we ask you to find the expression, because you're going to do some practice and you'll be able to do it too.